So my name is Deacon Keith Strohm. I'm originally from Long Island. I've lived in upstate New York. I've lived in Milwaukee, the Midwest, the West Coast, and then recently back here in Chicago. I'm a deacon in the Archdiocese. I've lived here for about 10 years. And I have a wife. Her name is Debbie, a daughter, Sienna, and two crazy Siberian Huskies. So one of my earliest experiences, I remember this, of encountering the presence of God was at Mass when I was about 6 years old, and the priest was he was purifying the vessels after communion, and he did it with such reverence that I knew even at 6 that something powerful had just happened. And I remember just being surrounded by the love of God just at 6 years old. So that's kind of one of my earliest memories, and I feel so grateful to have had that experience. Then in graduate school, it was when I really had an encounter with the Lord. I grew up without a hand. I was missing my right hand, and so I really had a difficult time. I struggled a bit. I didn't like myself. I was angry at God. I was angry at my parents, and in graduate school, over a period of time, I connected with a group of people who were disciples, and they had a prayer group that I wanted nothing to do with. But I had a crush on a girl, and so that drew me. God uses everything, and had a profound encounter with the love of the Father in Jesus Christ at a healing Mass, and that moment changed my life. I mean, I knew that I was loved, not for what I would do or for what I would become, but for who I was right now, with all the flaws, with all the brokenness, with the disability, everything. And in that moment, my whole experience of living with a disability changed. I think the mission is really designed for people who want to experience more freedom, who want to experience more love, who even may not be so sure about the church thing, but they go out of a sense of obligation, or they've been going to church all their lives, and maybe they're even disciples, and they want more. They want a deeper experience of God, and I think that's what we'll receive if we come with an open heart. And that's the beautiful thing. Whoever meets the Lord with an open heart always receives something, and God cannot be outdone in generosity. And so I think that when people come to the mission, not only will we have a good time, not only will the experience itself, I think, be a good one just on the natural human level, but the Lord promises to be there. And it's a way that will give life to Mass. It will give life to our experience living as Catholics and living as families and living in our society. And this is an opportunity for us to encounter the love of the Father. And when we encounter that love, we'll never be the same. We'll be set free.